something for what it's worth. With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you.
Greetings, TAYliens, and welcome back to the channel. This is Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up with new content just like this. Being a TAYlien just means that you are already subscribed to the channel, which means that you also get a bonus message at the end of specific pick a card readings like today's. So yes, TAYliens, as per usual, I'll see you at the very end on top of whatever group you select. Today we're going to be talking about what compliments do people give you behind your back? Like, what are you saying? Like, what's the good tea? What's the good talk? Let's go ahead and hop right in. Group number 1 is signified by the number 10. Group number 1 is signified by the number 10, control. Group number 2 is signified by the number 11, innovation. And group number 3 is signified by the number 4, birth. Feel free to pause the screen if needed. Let's take a closer look at each individual group. So group number 1, as I stated, is represented by the number 10 and control. Also, Jupiter and Capricorn influence. Group number 2, as previously stated, is signified by the number 11, Jupiter and Aquarius energy here. Jupiter and Aquarius energy. And group number 3, signified by the number 4, is Venusian Cancerian energy. So feel free to rewind to pause the screen if you need to. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading, or if you are interested in joining the Patreon gang so that we can elevate, escalate, and get ahead of the game, that's all linked in the description box down below. I'll see you in your group. Hello to my beautiful souls that resonate with group number 1, the number 10, control, Jupiter, in Capricorn. So let's talk about compliments that people give you behind your back. So immediately it seems like a maturity, a sense of self-control, most specifically in regards to the way that you execute your plans, the way that you think things through. Look at that, lightning, breakthrough, the number 21. 21 in tarot is the World card. The way that you plan your steps, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you maneuver through challenges. There's something about like this old master and chess. People become smarter just by watching the way that you move. They become wiser by watching the way that you move. They become calmer by watching the way that you move. And it's interesting that we talk about calm because there's a storm here. The compliments people give you behind your back is about you being the calmness in the storm. Look at that, moon cycles. The way that you just kind of trust life, okay? Number 23 at the bottom of the deck there. Something about starving. So for some of you, you may even fast, and people really admire you for the way that you fast because they feel as though they could never do it, you know. There's also something here about like surprising revelations, shocks, and breakthroughs as a result of said fasting. And this could be fasting from food, fasting from certain pleasures. This could be fasting from whatever you feel like you need to fast. People just admire your ability to avoid temptation. We have shooting star with confirmation. See, and that's what I was saying is like the results that you get from your fasting, or the result that you get from sitting and waiting, the result that you get from being the calm through the storm. Footprints, direction. Yeah. People honestly mostly compliment your sense of direction through storms, maneuvering before a storm, like in preparation for storms. This is obviously metaphorically speaking for the majority of you, but for some of you it is literal. I'm also getting here too that people compliment you behind your back in the way that you are able to read energies, pick up on messages from the universe. You also have a divine connection to the earth as a whole, hence the Capricorn energy. I think that you know how to read vibrations. You can tell when it's going to rain. You can tell when it's going to get cold. You can tell when you should look up at the sky and you just see something kind of magical up there. You just have this perfect essence of a happenstance kind of energy. Like every time you look at something, every time you think of something, every time you focus your energy in a place, that's exactly when you should have been focusing your energy in that place. It's like you just know exactly what to do, exactly where to go, exactly who to speak to. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. And it gives you this light and airy vibration. Look at this, weight of the world. And you have the world at your feet. So people compliment you in the way that you kind of like run the world. You run your world. How you control your world. You may not be able to control other people's worlds, but you focus on your own world by setting boundaries, by deciding when it's time to let go, and by deciding that you're not going to carry something any longer or at all. Bottom of the deck, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So people compliment you behind your back because you simply follow your own rules. You simply do not care who has to say what about it. Let's get some tarot cards. There's something about the way that you have your eyes closed. For some of you, this is about meditation, or the way that you look when you sleep. Yeah, I just heard a car horn outside. Also, for some of you, this is about like your dreams. People compliment you about like how connected and in tune you are with the divine through your dreams. Again, the messages that you pick up here. Yeah, look at that, the Seven of Wands. So people compliment you behind your back because you don't deny who you are. It's like this essence of like, yeah, I said that I got a message in my dream, bro. It is what it is. You think it's weird? That's fine, but I know what I know what I know. You like mustard on your pickles. You like ketchup on your bread. You're just like, hey man, it is what it is. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine. Wait, the Queen of Swords. People also compliment you behind your back because of the way that they cannot tell you who you are. You have a very, it comes across as stoic and mature, but it's not in a sense that you are avoiding feeling. It's just that you are not controlled by how you feel. Eight of Pentacles just came out with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, people compliment you behind your back in the way that you choose to nurture yourself, in the way that you choose to level up. People compliment you behind your back also if you are a mother, in the way that you do this. For some of you, you are a mother and a full-time worker, or you're a stay-at-home mom. For others of you, this is just the way that you choose to mother yourself, the way that you nurture yourself, and the way that it's matured you throughout your life. I just saw the moon as well. There's also compliments behind your back about your hushness, like the things that you don't say, or your intuition and the things that you do choose to say, or the way that you choose to say it. There's also this calmness here. Like you have a very calm vibration to you that people really like. We have the Tower. It's honestly really surprising to people to come across your essence, your level of maturity, your composure, your peace. People have never known someone with as much peace as you seem to have. Justice, karma, how balanced you are. Even when you're going through things, people are like, wow, you're still so composed. We have the Knight of Swords here. your calmness actually makes other people nervous. Like, the peace within your being makes people nervous. I'm also picking up something here too. The way that you choose to research information, like you may see something or someone may say something and you go out of your way to study that for the day. You're a lifelong learner. This is something that people also compliment you about behind your back. People also compliment you behind your back if you just recently like cut bangs or something like this, or just something about your hair, but it looks like it's most specifically like covering your face in a way. Like those of you specifically, if you just cut bangs, they look really good on you. Your name could start with an S, a Y, an A, I, Q, O. The number 2 could be relevant as well. All right, let's get one last card for you. Compliments people give you behind your back. It's your work ethic, your work flow. It's the way that you are willing to try it even if everyone is against you. Like you take your time to think of something, and if it feels right, you go for it. I feel like you apply this in every aspect of your life, and it's really inspiring. You definitely have like elder, crone, ancestral energy, master teacher energy. Let's see what else. You do not try to control anything outside of yourself, people, situations. You focus on yourself in the way that you act based on certain triggers or based on certain circumstances or feelings that you cannot control. I almost bit my tongue when I said feelings. So you might bite your tongue sometimes when you feel something or when you feel a way. And people compliment you behind your back about this, or the way that you choose to talk about it. That's what it is. The way that you pause, the way that you think before you speak, and then the way that you choose to speak. People compliment you behind your back because you also confirm something that they needed to know. Or you just kind of come through as like an answered prayer. You really give people the same peace that you have because of the way that you stop, pause, reflect, think, and then speak. We have the Lovers that just came out with Justice. So we have double justice and the 6 of Swords. People compliment you behind your back in the way that you try to find resolve. Yeah, the 4 of Swords to the 2 of Swords to the Knight of Swords. It's like you're really cool, calm, and collected until there's some sort of uncertainty. And then maybe you like just have to hide away in your mind palace, as they say, before you act. But as soon as you know what to do, or as soon as you know what to say, you jump on it. In certain cases, because you saw the Knight of Swords twice actually, I think in certain cases you may move pretty fast, but only when you know that there's something being confirmed in your spirit, hence the shooting star confirmation that's clarified by the Tower. Look at that, the Emperor. Your composed essence, your controlled nature. Yeah, the 4 of Swords. There's definitely a lot here about like meditation, self-mastery, wisdom, peace, compliance, maturity, and just overall vibration. You make people really think about like what vibration they're on, like what frequency they're on. And then they wonder like where you are in comparison to their frequency, in comparison to their vibration. And they genuinely aspire to be there. With Justice coming out here, it's like people want to match your energy. This is how people compliment you behind your back. I'm off to the next group. If you are a TAYlian, I'll see you at the very end. Bye. Also, I have to say it because people they're always like, booking personal readings or joining our Patreon gang so that you can move different with the TAYliens. Those are linked down below. But now I'm off to the next one. Group number 2 that resonates with the number 11, innovation, Aquarius, Jupiterian energy. So Jupiter showed up twice here for group number 1 and for you. So take that as confirmation. You also have double ones here. So maybe both groups could definitely be for you if you felt guided. So let's find out what compliments people give you behind your back. Okay, so I was immediately drawn to the seat that she's on, her derriere, and her patience. The standard in which you hold yourself, the pedestal in which you put yourself on. I'm being drawn to my peacock feathers over there. Your confidence is what people compliment you on behind your back. We have sage purification. The number 34. Bottom of the deck, we have home with earth, the number 14. 14 represents temperance. The color yellow is also coming through. Yeah, the sacral chakra. Oh, okay. So apparently sacral chakra. I associate that with more of an orange color, but I meant to say solar plexus. So there's something about your solar plexus as well as your sacral chakra here. Your creative innovation in the way that you present new things, or even presenting common things in a new way. Ooh, it's how people compliment you behind your back. It's like you're a flood of innovation here. We have dowsing rods with seeker. So the way that you choose to follow your intuition, I'm also seeing a lot of greens here as well. You could be into herbalism or plants. I'm also getting here something about sacrifices, like the things that you give up in order to gain what you need, like giving up certain desires in order to progress. Like seeker, it's kind of like maybe you fast from, this came up in group number 1 too, but for you guys, I feel like you more so, I feel like group number 1 was more of like fasting, like literal food and only going on like water diets and things. I think that you may fast more literally innovative things because you find yourself hooked on certain things, and so you remove yourself from that. I think this group, you might sacrifice your car to take your bike to work instead that day. You might sacrifice your phone and go out in nature that day. You might sacrifice doing what everyone else wants to do in order to follow your intuition. This is how people compliment you behind your back. Bottom of the deck, we have scrying mirror with projection. Yeah, you really take a good hard look at yourself. But there's also like this vanity here, okay? So there's definitely this essence here of like vanity, but very well balanced with sanity. Vanity and sanity. Okay. We have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. There's Jupiter in the background there as well. So you've got double Jupiter energies here. So people could also compliment you behind your back by saying that you are very lucky. These colors are also coming through as very bright, vibrant, but also pastel at the same time. You have a childlike essence, childlike vibration to you. Let's get new bottom of the deck energy. You've got like a very flowy energy to you, like how a beautiful dress would flow in the wind. Like that's how your vibration comes through. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so first of all, you've got Venusian energy, Pleiades energy, and inspired ideas, visionary, make love to life. You definitely are complimented behind your back about the way that you romanticize life, the way that you dress yourself, the way that you compliment yourself, the way that you love yourself. There's also this essence here too of people complimenting you behind your back on this redefining of yourself, this revamping of yourself, this renewal, rejuvenation of yourself. People are complimenting you behind your back because you're completely different from who you once were. Yeah, the Hermit. And I think this had a lot to do with you accepting that you are very different. Oh, I should have said it. Spirit, I should have said it. Because when I saw 34 with Sage Purification, I immediately thought of breaking it down to the number 7, and it brought me to the Chariot in Tarot. And here it is. But everything happens for a reason. And that also tells me something too, that people compliment you behind your back because you're not always seeking gratification outside of yourself. I think because you give it to yourself enough. I keep getting like this vanity, like looking in the mirror, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I would much rather someone be obsessed with themselves than for someone to hate themselves. We have the Three of Cups, clarifying dowsing rods, the Seeker. People also compliment you because of the way that you can reach just about anyone. Different demographics, different ages, different socioeconomic statuses. You're a people's person, whether you want to be or not. And it's just because of how grounded you are. These cards keep falling on the floor. Why is that? We have the Ace of Cups with the Three of Wands. Yeah, there's like this essence of like you being really open to love. This is how people compliment you behind your back. Like there's always more love with you. Okay, there's always more love. Like even when someone thinks that you like you have to hate me now because of this mistake that I made, or like you just show a lot of grace and gratitude. You like to be adored here as well. I see that. The Four of Cups, Nine of Swords. People also compliment you behind your back in a way that they feel like you're too good for them. Look, see, like you're their ideal partner or their star player, but they feel like they don't have what it takes to keep you, or what it takes to please you. Because again, you definitely put yourself up on a pedestal so that people can't take you down from it. It's hard to figure you out too. I think that you kind of give people a run for their money, if you will. Because they think that they know everything about you, and then something like shows them that, yeah, Two of Pentacles. I wanted to call this Two of Everything except for the Two of Pentacles. I almost said Two of Swords, Two of Wands, but we have the Four of Swords. Two of Pentacles. I'm being brought to like a snake, like a serpent, and I'm hearing that you've got a mean bite. Look at that, the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you. Okay, so you've got a mean bite. That's the twist there. Like people think that they've got you figured out, and then you kind of, yeah, the Page of Swords, you show them up, or you teach them something. You teach them something new. All right, let's get one last card for you. Ooh, I just got this this message that you might show people your ass to kiss when they have life flucked up, when they have you flucked up. All right, let's get one last card for how do people compliment group number 2. You're just not with the negative energy, okay? You're definitely in your own world, clearing out negative energy, ready to mow it all down and find better. Okay, there's this essence here. There could definitely be compliments from your lovers behind your back about the options that you have and the way that you you know that you have options, the way that you balance your options or juggle your options or maintain your options, or you kind of let people know that, like, just because you're interested in me, yeah, the Ace of Swords, like, yeah, I know that you're into me, but the Hermit, I'm in my own little world. Five of Wands, you would have to fight in order to get beyond this point here. The Two of Swords, it's like people have to go through like hell and high water. People have to go through the wilderness to get to you. With the Queen of Wands to the Sun, yeah, they have to go through the wilderness to get to you. And only those that are courageous enough to take on the task are successful. But once they get there, it's smooth sailing and there's no worries. The World, yeah, there's that worry-free energy. And the final card for you, the Queen of Swords. Yes, it makes sense. This card came out in group number 1. You have a very sweet essence to you, but you're not all sunshine and rainbows. You definitely know when to bring out that sword. Yeah, like you always have your sword by your side. And there's also this essence here too, where you always have something stored up, or you always know more than you show, and you're always ready to pull out that sword when it's time, when it's necessary. You're not the type to hold grudges, but you will definitely remember. You're like this elephant energy, like never forget. There's this essence here that people love you and fear you. And when I say fear, I'm getting their fear of losing you, but also the fear of your wrath. Even though you don't come across as an angry person, but I think your anger or your wrath is just reflected by this Queen of Swords, like this facts, like I'll hit you with facts, words, real. All right, so this is how people compliment you behind your back. Leave love in the comment section down below. I'll be looking for my sword emojis to let me know that you came from group number 2, okay? If you're a Taylien, I'll see you at the very end of this message. If you'd like to join the Patreon gang so that you can take off with us, that's linked in the description box down below, as well as if you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is right down there as well. But come on. Group number 3 that resonates with the number 4, birth, Venusian energy and Cancerian energy. I'm hearing there's a lot of discrepancies. How do people compliment you behind your back? Okay, so people are they're complimenting you behind your back because they're trying to figure you out. People are so confused by you. Like, they're a virgin, but they have a child. How does 1 plus none make a child? So yeah, Mother Mary reference there. Okay, so there could also be a lot of talk about something in your life, like something that you have, and people question it. They're like, how'd they get that? Or something like that. Like confidence that people give you behind your back has everything to do with like your ability to finesse. Where did that card just go? Lotus, resurrection, the number 22. Oh my gosh, as I was just talking about Mother Mary, you have resurrection here. The number 22, the master builder. 22 also breaks down to the number 4. So you have 44 here as well as 22. It's like this growing from the mud as a lotus would. Bottom of the deck, we have cave initiation. Yeah, like something that you've started for yourself, people compliment you behind your back on. There's another 4. So you have 4, 4, 4, or 44 and 22. We have dreams incubation. Yeah. Candle illumination. So compliments that you get behind your back is the way that you choose to follow your dreams, the way that you choose to come back from any setbacks, downfalls. It's interesting I said illumination as the sun came out from behind a cloud as well. You hold your cards close to your chest. People compliment you on that. We have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. It's like people feel like you know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're supposed to be doing it, and you have no one to explain to you. You just move how you move because you want to. Yeah, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. You just go with the flow, but in a way that obviously works for you and probably doesn't work for others. I was just brought to the number 11. So there seems to be a lot of synchronicities in your life as well. You just got a very synchronistic existence, if you will. Like life just kind of seems to hand things over to you. These are the compliments that people are giving to you behind your back, is that you just kind of, you earn things easily. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, like because you have the energy. People compliment you on your vitality, on your sense of urgency to complete things, and also to not tell people what you're doing or how you're doing it. The Seven of Pentacles. You wait on your time. The King of Swords. And you don't express something until you know for sure, or until you get confirmation. These two cards just came out together. The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You don't go around announcing all of your moves. You just move. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. Let's see. So the way that I just did this reading lets me know that your energy, the way that people compliment you, is the way that you just dun 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 dun. You lay it all out and then you explain it. This is reminding me of how I was taught, like at university. The main thing that they always tell you is, like, they beat it into us all the time. Like, it was something that we learned in grade school, even before university, but it just didn't really stick until like that last time. But basically, when you want to capture your audience's attention, or when you really want to get your main point across, you state the main idea first, and then you make your points. For some reason, I'm getting something about 4 specific points. Okay, so 4 major points, and then you take it back to the beginning to remind them why we're even having this conversation. You have an ability to run through subjects or explanations really fast, but just slow enough for people to keep up with you, and stoic enough to not get emotions into the mix, and then bring it back around town to genuinely show that you want them to understand what you're saying. Venusian, Cancerian energy. The way that you genuinely care about people's understanding. You genuinely care about people's success. You genuinely care that it doesn't just sound like you're blabbing off at the mouth. You genuinely care about making sense. There's just this essence here of you genuinely care about what you say, what you do, who you are. Notice how the spirit's literally just like in her mouth, you know? Oh my gosh. There's a gospel song. Your words shall continually be in my mouth, anointing on me. I forgot about that song. Hold on. Let me see if I can resurrect that for you. Let me see. Or is it your prayer shall continually? Your prayer shall continually be in my mouth. Let's see. It's a scripture, but it's also a song. I don't know. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. That's like the lyrics. I don't know the song. So if you know, let me know in the comment section down below, you guys. But to signify that you selected this group, please go ahead and drop some lotuses in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure there's a lotus. If not, drop that pink flower, because there's both here actually. So let's get one final card to talk about how do people compliment you behind your back. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups. There's definitely this discontentment energy in the background, but it's about your faith through discontentment. When things maybe aren't going your way, or when things seem to be constantly stacked up against you, you always, the Fool, you always renew yourself. Okay, so this is all that I have for you guys. If you would like to join the Patreon gang, that is linked in the description box down below. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, that link is in the description box down below. And if you are a TAYlien, I will see you in the very next group at the very end. But I'm off. All right, so TAYliens, greetings. Spirit's like, all right, cut the shit. We're not on that compliments behind the back shit. They're like, that's cute, but no, pay attention. They're like, let's get this. Okay, so we have order, the moon in Virgo energy that is coming through in this reading for my TAYliens. So let's find out, what is Spirit trying to do here for us? What is it? Talk to me, Spirit, about my TAYliens. We have Cicada voice. There's something that you need to say, but you need to say it in an organized way. Maybe prepare a speech, or make a plan for when you want to create your art, when you want to do this, when you want to do that. There's something here about organizing your steps. Bottom of the deck, apple tree, abundance. Ooh, that's deep. Okay, so your organization, your order is directly influencing everyone else. It's that Johnny Appleseed essence where the trees produced apples and everybody can eat for free. There's something about this here. There's something about this here. Crystal ball clarity. Yeah, there's something here about like when you say something, it's no questions asked, like it's mad clear. Pendulum decision. The choice will be clear when you say something. When you do this, when you create this. The Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetime. So that lets me know that this is something that you may have been journaling about, praying about, writing, and then undoing, and then editing, and then revising. We have wait, postpone, pause, say no. Yeah, this is definitely something that you've been trying to get clear about. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a truth that you want to share. Three of Swords. My nose started itching on my masculine side. The Ten of Wands. This could be a message that you want to relate to a masculine specifically. It could be a coworker. I was just brought to fried food, like specifically fried food, like a wonton or something like this. Maybe like a conversation over dinner or after dinner or something like this. Let's see. We have Justice here. Maybe there's something that you don't want to say. There's something that you don't want to do, but you know that it's what you need to do. The Magician, yeah, to manifest some form of karma, actually. It's like, yeah, the Knight of Cups. It's the reason why it's pulling you out of your comfort zone is because it's not your usual stroke of kindness. Yeah, look. The Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. This is kind of like something that you got an intuitive nudge to do because Spirit gave you this insight. Like, it's kind of like playing just as dirty as they play, but in a spiritual way, in a way that won't produce bad karma for you. Like maybe someone who's always stood you up, you make plans with them and you stand them up. You know, like it's kind of coming across as that. Yeah, the Ace of Cups reversed. Like Spirit's like, it's clear that there's no love here. You don't need to be putting love here. Yeah, I just saw the Ten of Swords to the Eight of Cups. So there's something that you need to, yeah, you need to give someone a taste of their own medicine with. We have the, yeah, like these little white lies or like these big white lies. This King of Wands energy that's coming through. And what is this? The Six of Wands. Yeah, someone's like, this is, again, bringing you out of your comfort zone because you don't want to... Basically, wherever someone purposely gave you hope, maybe like a manager or something was like, oh yeah, you'll get this raise, you'll get this promotion, but it never comes. There's always something. Or they'll ask you to like do this task, giving you this this idea that if you complete this task, then you'll get the promotion, then you'll get the raise, but you never do. There's this vibration here where you're going to get your time to do the exact same thing. Excuse me, confirmation. And you need to do it, even though it may not be the nicest thing. I don't know, man. Yeah, the Three of Wands, clarifying the no here. Basically, this is literally a message here to give someone the same false hope that they gave you and then do not follow through. Like, be just as wishy-washy in this situation. Keep them guessing. Yeah, keep them on their toes. King of Cups, like this is actually the honorable thing to do in the situation. Look at that, the Ten of Swords. It's the honorable thing to do here. The Seven of Pentacles, keep something or someone on their toes, keep them waiting. It's literally divine justice for you to do this exactly. All right, yep, the Page of Wands, and you know it. You may have even been like, am I just being vindictive? Am I just, no, like Eight of Wands. You're the only one that can hand deliver something like this to somebody like this. To a job like this, to a career like this, to a partner like this. Look at that, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so it's someone who's like this Knight of Wands energy in your life. You're being called to do them exactly how they do you. Six of Wands, yeah. Six of Wands. Like, you want to play with egos? Let's have an ego battle then, bitch. TAYliens, let me know in the comment section down below, what is this about? I'll be waiting for the tea, baby. But I'm off. If you want to join Patreon, I will see you there. That's linked in the description box down below. And if you would like to book a personal reading, that's also linked in the description box down below. But I'm off.